Okay, we're at the third session of this and I'm yet to scare you off, so you must be really interested in this. We're going to have a bit more of a look at something called branching narratives, which Bandersnatch, if you remember from the previous one, was a really interesting example of. And we're going to have a look at some cool examples of branching narratives before playing with a platform called Twine to build our own point-and-click adventure. So what is Twine? I'm not talking about a ball of string here. Twine is an open source piece of software for telling interactive non-linear stories. As well as being an interesting piece of software to create our stories, it can be really useful for planning, and it's increasingly being used by narrative designers in games design, film, because it's a really great powerful tool to map out complex interactive narratives, as well as create them. So what is a branching narrative? If anyone can remember, this is the beautiful teletext. You click on some of the options with your television remote and navigate between the text. This branching image here shows you how key events and story can bring the player or user off into different outcomes. Because we're making branching narratives, your storyboard won't have that traditional linear flow. So let's look at some really cool examples. Here we've got an example to highlight to people what the effects and impacts of being bullied is by Oat the Goat. It's a really interesting example. For the video gamers out there, we've got Detroit Become Human available on the PS4 and shortly becoming available on PC. How do you deal with and face different moral dilemmas? Here in this image you can see which button you press can control which part of the narrative that you end up with. Here we've got Karen. You can exist and be Karen, your personal advisor, and she's more than happy to help you work through a few things in life. So you get to control the narrative, and as always there's links here so you can go back and have a look at any of these if these seem at all interesting. We've got Her Story, which is an award-winning piece that's fairly well known. It uses a lot of borrows a lot from sort of games mechanics. Anyone who can remember this sort of old school kind of interface, you get to view and you're playing detective exploring hundreds and hundreds of clips, and this is an award-winning narrative game. It's very well known. So hopefully some of those examples have given you some ideas. How do you plan? When you've got an interactive narrative, you can't have the traditional linear flow where you might have some sort of key point that the narrative works towards with some following action, and the denouement is just a fancy way of saying the end. So how do we go about doing this? Let's have a play with Twine. By the powers of post-production, there'll be a video here so we can have a play and learn how to use Twine to make our own interactive narratives. In addition to the recording of Twine, I've got a cheat sheet here that you can copy and paste some of the commands so you can quickly and efficiently add some of those commands to build your interactive narrative on Twine, and you don't have to copy and paste and write the whole thing out yourself. Don't panic, this isn't loads of code. This bit here is just a long web link. All will make sense once you've watched the video, because we're going to look at adding images, hyperlinks, videos and sound files to our interactive narratives.